Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anyone who is watching this. How are you doing today? I'm doing absolutely phenomenal. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing great. Listen, if you have been looking at my channel, you may have noticed that a particular video came up in the feed about a certain reaction I had to a game that was announced today during a September Nintendo Direct. And that game was, of course, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now listen to me, alright? This is my favorite game of all time, and I have to provide context and provide you this video on why this matters. I will never get up on a podium for any other game like this, but this is something that I have to speak upon, because if I don't now, no one will again. And there have been several people, influencers on the YouTube space in particular, that will let you know about this particular problem and what this means for the entire Paper Mario franchise, as well as Mario RPGs as a whole. Now let me speak upon this, if you may. Tune in for a few minutes, alright? When I was a kid, I grew up with the Nintendo GameCube, and I only had very few select titles on that console. I had, of course, The Thousand Year Door. I had Mario Party 5, Mario Party 7, Mario Kart Double Dash, Luigi's Mansion, and Super Mario Strikers, right? That's it. That was my entire catalog for that console. I did not grow up with a memory card. I didn't even know what that was, right? So all the other games I picked up and played, it felt like I didn't lose anything. But with this game, this was a different type of game. This is a RPG. That's what my little kid self said. What is an RPG? A role-playing game. What does that mean, right? I didn't have a memory card. I would get far, but I didn't get far enough. It was like day in and day out. Alright, first 20 minutes, first hour, first 2 hours. Ooh, what the end of chapter 1. Keep going, right? One day, it was a weekend, I got out of school. I was like, alright, I'm dedicating this particular weekend to see how far I can push myself to beat this game. If it can even be beat, because, again, this was a game that would not end when I was playing as a kid. So, I got all the way up to chapter 3, right? And that's pretty far, I would say. At least getting into a game like this. Especially when I was that young. It was a part in the game where, funnily enough, they showed in the trailer where you're chasing the Yoshi egg through the floating arena. And that's when it happened, right? I was playing in, of course, I didn't have a TV back then. I had to borrow my grandma's CTR that she had in her room. I was like, alright, I'll just stop playing here for today. Tomorrow I'm going to pick back up where I left off. We're going to keep going, right? It thundered and it rained. There was a storm and I lost my power. And of course, because of that, I lost all my progress. I got very upset. As you can imagine, I got depressed. Everybody's talking about, oh, well, what would happen if I didn't save my game and lost hours of progress? For me, that was it. That was the epitome, the complete summary of that meaning, of that definition, right? I literally lost everything. So, I looked up on the internet the next day, I borrowed the family computer. It's like, okay, I gotta get a memory card. Asked my dad to get me a memory card. Got the memory card. Had to start over, but at least now I can just keep progressing. I can actually use the save button. The save block can mean something, right? I kept going. And then over the past few days, school days, do my homework and all that, do my schoolwork, get everything else, chores out of the way. But then, it was nothing but this game. It was nothing but this game. I would not stop playing this game. It was just a never-ending cycle, right? Just keep going, just keep getting further, chapter to chapter, party member to party member, just keep going through the plot. It was so amazing, right? It was so great that when I finished it, I was like, this is it. This is it, right? RPG of a Mario game. I understand. I get it now, right? So, fast forward a bit. Super Paper Mario comes out for the Nintendo Wii. I did not get it because I was hearing that, internet's more mainstream. Everyone's reviewing stuff. Not everyone was feeling it, right? Okay. It's cool. I'll skip on it. Sticker Star comes out for the 3DS. At the time, I didn't listen to any reviews. I was just like, you know what? I have the console. I have the money. Let's just go. Let's just get it. Let's go. And that what transpired was something completely horrible, in my opinion. Now, let me just get this off the bat, right? From Sticker Star to Origami King, for me anyways, this is my opinion, they only have the Paper Mario name moniker there, in my opinion, to sell units. It's not an RPG. You don't have party members. Leveling up means nothing. Experience is gone. It's a completely different game. The identity is just not there. It's been swapped with a placebo, with something that's fake. And I played it. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't what I was looking for. And that was it. I didn't think it was bad at the time. I thought it was just different. It was different, but it wasn't for me. I wanted back to what I liked. Color Splash on the Wii U comes out. It's the same game. Origami King comes out for the Switch. I bought it because I was hearing good stuff, but it still looked like the same. But I was going to give it one more chance. I was going to give this particular game style just one more chance, just to see if it could redeem itself. Because, of course, from Sticker Star to Origami King, more people got vocal on the internet. Everyone was saying that this wasn't what they wanted. They didn't want the series to progress in this fashion, in this direction. And they kept doing it. They kept pushing the same game. It felt like, oh, a new Paper Mario is getting announced, but it's not the one that everyone wants. So, Origami King did great from what I heard and what I saw from sales and all that. It's a pretty good game. You know, again, not my type of Paper Mario. Did well in sales, so people obviously, you know, they liked it. But this right here, this is the Paper Mario I know. This is Paper Mario I like. You got leveling up, badges, party members, original characters, a story, like an actual, you know, progressing story, plot, whimsical and magical moments, fantastic music. This is something that has not happened for me in over 10 years. Sticker Star came out, I believe, November of 2012. It has been over 10 years. Of course, this game's coming out in 2024, so it's going to be even longer, but still. It has been so long since we have gotten a Mario RPG of this caliber, of this magnitude. Of course, we had others, you know, sprinkled in, Mario and Luigi, and, you know, that was mainly it, but it wasn't the same, if you ask me. This is where I think they strike that perfect balance. And the main reason why I'm making this video, the main reason why I'm providing all this context, is not just for this game, but also for Super Paper Mario, or not Super Paper Mario, excuse me, Super Mario RPG, right? Both of those games, this one and that one, both of them, remakes of beloved Mario RPGs. I need everybody, right, to buy these games. For two reasons, right? Number one, if they do well, we get more. Mario and Luigi, Alpha Dream, they're gone. They're bankrupt. We can't rely on them anymore. They're just, unfortunately, gone. The last few Mario and Luigi games were kinda not the best, to put it lightly, right? Same thing goes for this one with Paper Mario. Of course, for me, it's been worse because you can honestly make the argument that if you look at the Paper Mario franchise as a whole, over half of the games have not been up to snuff, or have not been quote-unquote amazing. Again, varies from person to person, but, you know, for me, the first one and the second one, you already know. That's as close as you're going to get to perfection in my eyes. But the second reason, right? We have to show them, and I'm talking to Nintendo when I say this, that we need these types of games back. The games that we like have to get supported, right? And of course, as a result, you're gonna hear good press, you're gonna hear good feedback, you're gonna hear good overall people just speak upon this. Everyone's gonna like it. This is already a cherished game as is, so already the buzz is out there. The word is out, right? That everybody likes Super Mario RPG when it was announced. It's getting its remake. And now this. I hope this does absolutely well. Gangbuster sales, alright? Because even something that I'm noticing, right, when I'm watching the trailer. They showed, first of all, they showed the spot, funnily enough, again, where I lost my progress. That, you saw that little portion right there with the Yoshi egg? That's literally where I lost my save data when it stormed that night, right? But regardless, look at this. Opening of the game. What do you see here? You see a picture frame of the OG 64 cast. That was not there in the original. They are putting their backs into this, and I am so happy, right? I am extremely happy. Are we getting a remake of the OG Paper Mario? Is that possible? Is that conceivable? Is that too wild of a prediction to say? I don't know. I honestly could not tell you for the life of me. But regardless, they're putting some effort into this. And I'm not gonna convince everybody to buy this because I'm a sheep, because my nostalgia goggles are a little on too tight, you know what I'm saying? But please, please, show Nintendo where the money is. Show them that this is something that they should continue to provide as a product to us. I'm buying both of these games. Mario RPG and Thousand Year Door. When they come out, day one I'm there. Again, I can't stress this enough. If these do well, we could be going back into a Mario RPG renaissance where we can keep getting game after game, great quality, and we can continue to have just overall great games. Because if there's anything that should be taken away from this video in particular, you gotta think about it like this. When I was a kid, I just thought this was a Mario game because it had Mario on the cover, right? I didn't know any better. I didn't have extensive knowledge. The next kid who could pick up one of these games could be in for the ride of their life, right? They could be experiencing something untold of, unthinkable, right? Something that's so great and wonderful that they'll be like, I want more. And I feel like it's not only best for us, the people who have stuck around this long in this dry spell of not getting good RPGs for Mario, or just good Paper Mario games in general, but we owe it to everybody who comes after us to have it to where this franchise redeems itself, to where these games do well, to where this is accessible, this is a thing now. That would truly be something that I would be happy about, more so than this game even being announced. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. That's my TED Talk, that's my speech. You all have a good day, and I love this game. See you later.